Hey, what's going on, everybody? Just wanted to drop a quick video. I actually had a positive yesterday. As old as my ass is, I'm getting back into skateboarding and everything else, so I went out to the skate park the other day. And I've gone a couple times, but I've pretty much just been pushing around because I'm old, my balance is gone, everything else. But we'll get to that. Before I say anything on that, I was pretty decent skater back in the day when I was younger. I started off when I was like 8 years old on one of those little bullshit yellow banana Veriflex boards. And then I got a GNS, Gordon and Smith, GNS, the Kubert one, when I was about 9. And my dad built me just a little straight ramp, no concave to it, no curve, no nothing. It's just a little straight ramp, and I started launching off of that. And then my older brother built a launch ramp, and we started off by launching into the grass, to where we learned to fall and everything else. And got a little bold, and we were doing judos and 1 foots and, jungle boys and everything else off of it, and getting used to it. And then we moved it to the street to where we're landing and riding away and everything else. But I went through most of my life skating like that. Small ramps, and then I got into mini ramps, and I started skating, mini halves and spines and everything else, which I was pretty good at. I could do disasters and everything else. Lazy Susie's, or is it Lazy Susan? I don't remember, dude. It's been a long time. I slept since then. Used to be able to do all that shit. I could do like Blunt to Smith and everything else, and I was pretty fucking good. Back in the day, I could do hand plants and shin ho-hos and shit like that on the street. I could grind pretty much anything that was lower. I never did anything down steps as far as rails went, but I used to skate stair steps, just ollieing down on or kick flipping down or whatever. So I used to be, like I said, I wasn't great, but I could hang in there, put it that way. And then I quit skating at about 20 years old, I think. I think I was 20 when I quit skating. And then I went like 5 years, and I had not been on a skateboard. I had not touched it. And me, with all my fucking brilliance, first thing I decided when I was going to go back to skating again, I got another board and got it put together, and I was like, fuck, dude. This is back when we had a Van Skate Park off of I-10 here in Houston. Houston, Katy area. It was around there. So the first thing I did before I ever even went out onto the street and started skating again, I was like, yeah, we're going to Van Skate Park, and I'm going to jump back on this thing. And the first thing I did was drop in on a 6-foot fucking mini ramp. Well, dropped in fine. Went up, fakied fine. Came back disastered. Hung up, and it became a disaster. Dude, I fell to the fucking flat and busted the shit out of my hip. I didn't remember how to fall properly or anything else, so when I hit the flat, dude, I hit the flat fucking hard. I had a bruise on my hip that was like the size of a fucking watermelon, damn near. I mean, it was fucking huge. Well, not a watermelon, like a fucking cantaloupe. It was fucking sizable. And that put me off of skateboarding for a long motherfucking time. And it was that fear set in. I was like, dude, I'm getting old. I can't do what I used to do anymore. And that shit grows. Once you get that fear into your mindset, dude, it'll grow and it'll grow and it'll grow if you don't just get back up and keep trying. Well, I didn't do that. That was my problem, is I didn't get back up and keep trying. I was like, shh, put it away, and I was like, I'm fucking done with it. I was like, fuck that, dude. I couldn't walk for like a week, and I was like, yeah, I'm too old. I can't do that shit anymore. That was in my younger days. Well, within the past year, and most of the people that skate, man, they can attest to this, and they'll know what I'm talking about. Is that itch never goes away. Once you love doing something, you're always going to try to find a way back to it. And for me, as fucking terrifying as that is, because I'm 44. I hadn't skated in like fucking God since 21, 22 years old until 44. Never been back on a skateboard. Period. And now I'm trying to get back to it. I've pedaled around a little bit here and there if I had to get to a fucking store or my car was broken down or something, but I wasn't like riding around and ollieing. I wasn't skating ramps. I wasn't skating rails. I wasn't skating parking blocks or anything else. It was just pushing. And even that was a task for a while because my balance is so gone, man. I mean, I have no fucking balance whatsoever anymore. But I went out the other day to a skate park that I have been frequenting, but I haven't touched any of the ramps or any of the rails or anything else. I've just been kind of going out there watching. I've been pushing around on smooth concrete and everything else, and trying to get my footing back, trying to get my balance back and everything else. Well, yesterday, I got a little bit of liquid courage in me, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it, dude. I was like, I used to be good. I can do this shit, right? So I started at least skating the box, and I busted twice. The first time pretty significantly, but that was a good thing. Because as soon as I busted my ass, it reminded me, oh, hey, you need to remember how to fall properly to where you're not killing yourself. So the second time I busted, I tucked my shoulder and rolled over on it and got back up, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. So I started skating again and started hitting the ramps a little bit, just nothing big, not even trying to ollie or anything like that, just going up, doing kick turns and stuff like that, and just getting used to the compression, going up and down again, and learning my body balance and everything to keep myself stable, keep my center of gravity, stuff like that. But yeah, and all, man, at 44 years old, man, for me, it was a win. Now, on flat ground, like in the grass, and I'm still terrified. I got to get back to it. I got to get rid of that fear, like I was saying. But on like grass or something, if I'm sitting in the grass, I can still kick flip, hill flip, nollie, hill flip, nollie, kick flip, everything else. I'm still fine with that. I can still do pop shove, everything else. But I haven't done it rolling because my balance is so poor right now. So that's the one main thing that I've got to quell, and I got to get back. Which, yeah, I'm sure it's going to take me a while, but you got to stay on it, and you got to do it like as much as possible to get not only the balance back, but the confidence back, to where you're not afraid to fall anymore. You're not afraid to do anything, and yeah, I got to get back to it. But anyhow, that's my update on my skating. Anybody that's out there that needs any any help or anything like that, don't feel bad about like reaching out to the people that are on these sites to ask questions or get their information. Now, there's a lot of people out there that are fucking pricks. There's some of them that will fucking down you because, oh my God, you can't even fucking ollie, or you can't do this, you're fucking poser, or they'll fucking say some stupid shit. And that's only because they're fucking ignorant. Don't fucking let that shit phase you. There will be people that are there that will help you out, and they'll give you advice on different things. So stick with it, do what you're doing, and enjoy skating. Alright, I'll talk to y'all later, guys. Bye.